So now we've nailed our backs and sides together. Okay, we can now work on the top and bottom while it's drying. Basically what we're going to do is we want to design a fancy a fancy shape for the bottom and for the top as well. The important thing to remember is that you want to make sure that this all looks nice, and symmetrical is usually nice. So we want to make sure that our Gumball machine generally sits in the center of this. If you want to change that, you can ask your teacher for advice on that, but I'm going to make sure it sits dead center and design my shape around that. So I need to do some quick maths first. Our Gumball machine is going to be 140 wide. Okay, that's this way. And it's going to be 42 plus 19 this way. Okay, so 42 plus 9, 2 plus 9 is 11. 1 and 4 is 5, and 1 is 6. So that's 61. Okay, and so we're going to have 140 by 61 down. So again, doing some quick maths, your piece is 200 by 140. So it's 140 this way, and it's 200 that way. So if I do 200 minus 140, I get 60, and I get 140 minus 61, I get 3 minus 6 I can't do, 13 minus 6 is 7, I get 79. Okay, and to make sure it's symmetrical, I've got to half these. So 60 divided by 2 equals 30, and 79 divided by 2 is roughly 40. We'll run with 40. Okay, so I need to draw a line that's 30 mil from this edge, 40 mil from this edge, to ensure that I get 40 and 40 either side, and the square in the middle is going to be exactly 79 or 80. And then I need to do the same thing on these sides. So I'll flip it over, get my ruler and my tri-square. My tri-square. Okay. So first measurement is going to be 40. So remember, we always measure from the 10. We always measure from the 10 and draw up 40. So that means we're going to mark at the 50 mil line. Okay, 50 there. Alright, and then I can do the same thing over here. 50. Ruler. Yep. Okay, these don't have to be really dark. This needs to be light as our guide. And do the same thing again from the top. So I'm going to measure from the 50. Yep. I'm going to measure from the 50 and just mark at the 10. It doesn't matter which order you do, as long as you know in between you're going to have 40 mil. And again, rule 1. Okay, now by my measurements I need to come in 30. So let's do that. I come in, so measure from the 40. Mark at the 10, measure from 40, mark at 10, get my ruler, and do the same thing over here, measure from the 10, mark at the 40, measure from the 10, mark at the 40. Rule. Okay, so that's that there. If I get my Gumball machine and put it down, I can see that fits pretty well. Okay, remembering I've got issues with my Gumball machine being a bit lopsided. I can see the line there, perfectly within the line. Okay, so now I know where my Gumball machine is going to sit. I need to draw a funky shape. Funky shape can look like anything you want. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slight wave. So I'm just going to take my thing here. I'm just going to curve this. So I can do this by hand. I could use a compass if I wanted to. Just going to curve it like this. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. I need to make that a bit more curve. Okay, so obviously if I wanted to do this properly, I would use a circle. But yeah, you get the idea. You can do any shape you want, as funky as you want. It's up to you, really.